straight to Bangalore, India.
Over the last 2 months, their stories have been broadcast over television and radio stations. The trials and tribulations of Kenyans who went to India for treatment but got stuck there when both countries chose to shut down their borders to control the spread of the new coronavirus. With their budgets dwindling and the strain of taking care of patients with weak immune systems far away from home, the situation seemed pretty bleak until the government announced a chartered flight for those who could afford it. In southeast India, in the city of Bangalore, cancer survivor Agnes Kiminza could not wait to go back home after 9 months away.
I'm so happy. I cannot actually know how to express myself during this time because of having been here, coming here last year in August and getting the right treatment which I had come for. And now after treatment, everyone is like, I'm going back home. And now lockdown came. I couldn't leave the place. It was like hell. I'm like, no.
Yes, we have done the COVID test and we thank God we all tested negative, all of us. That is one of the requirements that if you test COVID-19 positive, definitely you'll be left behind for treatment.
The Kenyan contingent in Bangalore spent the last few hours packing before boarding a vehicle to the airport for the journey to Hyderabad and then onward to Mumbai. In Mumbai, the excitement amongst Kenyans was palpable as they stared at the familiar red and green stripes of the chartered flight.
Okay. Wow.
The few images we got of the interior of the plane during the 7-hour flight showed that a measure of social distancing was practiced in the seating arrangement. The plane touched down late Thursday evening at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. This was the reception that awaited the passengers in Kenya, with ambulances for those who would need medical support, plus all the necessary screening in the age of the COVID-19 pandemic. The airport was a beehive of activity, bearing in mind this was one of the few inbound flights since Kenya suspended all international flights on the 25th of March 2020. As for Agnes and her husband, they are 9 months away from Kenya, which cost them almost 6 million Kenya shillings in hospital expenses, had finally come to an end.
We say thank you very much. Actually, it was the only plane flying the whole year, no other plane. We were so glad to see Kenya Airways. We felt home when we saw it.
We are happy. They provided the flight. The flight was smooth, and we are happy to be back home.
Each of the passengers thereafter proceeded for quarantine at various hotels at the cost of the Kenyan government. Reporting for Citizen TV, I'm Waihiga Mwaura.